Hello students, once again welcome from Chowra Public School, Dhule for offline session of class 5th SST subject, chapter number 4, the major landforms of earth. So dear student, major landforms of earth. So earth's surface, as we know that it is made up of land and water. From that 29% of earth's surface is covered by land while water covers 71%. The surface is not uniform. Some parts are flat while some are raised. Land masses. The land area is divided into continents and the area covered by water is divided into oceans. A landmass is a very large area of land such as continents. The land masses on the earth's surface have different types of landforms. So, we'll have a look on that. Landforms. Landforms are the natural shape or feature of the earth's surface. Relief. The variation differences in the physical feature of earth is called relief. Mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers and deserts are the main relief features of earth. Different types of land masses. So in this lesson we'll see 5 land masses. First, mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, rivers. Now first one is mountains. Huge land masses which rise steeply with peaks rising to a few kilometers above the sea level are called mountains. About 24% of the earth's surface is covered with mountains. So mountains differ in height and shape. The difference in height and shape is due to the age of mountains. Young mountains have been formed in relatively recent past. They are very high with conical peaks. Example, the Alpine in Europe, the Himalayas in Central Asia. So whereas the old mountains have rounded features with low peaks, for example, Aravalli in India and Urals in Russia. So several mountains join to form a chain of mountains called the mountain range. Each range has several peaks which form a chain. For example, Andes in South America and Rockies in North America. Some mountains have series of parallel ranges which extend for hundreds of kilometers. So here the importance of mountains are they are natural barrier against the cold and hot winds. Mountains are the main source of rivers. River gives us water. High mountains help us to cool the water vapor in the air and bring down rain. Some mountains are rich sources of minerals and rocks widely used as building materials. They are also rich in forests. The mountains are mostly cool during the summers, so they attract many tourists during this season. Now plateaus. What is mean by plateau? It is an extensive area of high elevation rising steeply from the surrounding lowland. It is also called tableland as in picture showed. Some plateaus have steep slopes on one side and other side. Many rivers and streams flow through the plateaus. Rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow through the Deccan plateaus in India. Some plateaus are very large and extend over hundreds of kilometers. The plateau of Tibet is the world's highest and the largest plateau. Most of the plateaus are in dry region and in the drier side of the mountains. As the plateaus are at a higher altitude, it experiences cold climate. The growing season is short. The importance of plateaus are here. Some plateaus have grassland that are useful for grazing cattle and sheep. Some plateaus are rich in mineral sources, for example, the Chota Nagpur Plateau in India. Mining is an important occupation of the people living in the plateau. Plains. See in the picture, extensive lowlands with a flat or level land surface are called plains. Plains that are located along the coast are called coastal plains. Most of plains in the world are formed by the deposition of alluvium by the river in the lower course. Example, northern plains of India. Plains are thickly populated because of good climate, water availability and fertile soil for cultivation of crops. It is easy to build roads, railways, airports and canals in the plains. There are many industries and factories in plains. Importance of plains. Plains formed by rivers have fertile soil and abundant water supply which are good for growing crops. Many ancient civilizations such as the Indus Valley Civilization developed on the bank of the rivers. Many cities and towns are located here. It is suitable to construct roads, railways, airports, industries, high buildings and monuments in the plains. Now, deserts. Deserts are dry masses of land that receives very little or no rainfall. A desert is a sandy stretch of land. It has very little vegetation. Trees do not grow in this region except for few shrubs and cacti plants. Some other features of deserts are: days are very hot and nights are cold. High-speed winds and dust storms occur frequently. Sand dunes are formed by winds. Oasis or desert pool can be seen where the underground water rises to the surface and get collected. Some important deserts of the world are the Thar and the Arabian Desert in Asia, the Sahara Desert in Africa, the Atacama Deserts in South America. Now we'll take information about rivers. Rivers are a natural source of water. Rivers are the natural channels that carry rainwater, water formed by melted ice and snow from the mountains, down the hills to the plains. The channel flow in streams and then join together to form a river. In the course of its flow, a river passes through 3 stages from the place of its origin before it falls into the sea. These are the upper or the young course, the middle or the mature course, the lower or the old course. So the upper or the young course, the river flows at high speed, cuts into deep valley. The river carries little water. Canyons, waterfalls and rapids are the typical features of the upper course of the river. The middle course. In this course, river slows down in speed as it reaches the plain land. Water flows with less speed in this stage and the river develops loops called meanders. Example, river Ganga has a meandering course between Allahabad and Varanasi. So the lower course, the river enters a big water body such as a sea. Here the speed of water is very slow and it divides itself into many small channels, thus forming a delta. A delta is a flat alluvial area at the mouth of some rivers where the main stream or river splits up into several distributaries. It is triangular in shape. Finally, the river moves very slowly to join the sea at a place called its mouth. It is a very fertile land. Thank you. Have a nice day.